Right. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Sorry for keeping y'all waiting. Damn, 18 minutes. That sucks. I am so sorry for that. I was up there messing around with my waffle iron. I ain't even gonna lie. I needed some waffles. I needed some food. Needed some food.
And you
Man,
didn't bring me none. You didn't bring me none. You're gonna make waffles and don't bring me none,
sorry, man. It happens like that. I only was able to get through half the waffle. I'll give you the other half when we're done with the stream. How about that?
bro. You know what? Forget it. What's popping, people? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, man. We know. Yeah, we got some drops last night. But before we do it, we got to do this. We got to do it the way we got to do it right. So, let me go ahead and let's roll the thing real quick, and we'll see you right after that. And that's right. It's Brother Cousins Toy Reviews along with Loco Lou. And that's right. We are back with the news. All right, people. We got some stuff to talk about. First things first, this guy right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know a lot of you been waiting for this one right here. And I think it looks, personally, I think it looks great. I think it looks awesome. Don't know too much about the head sculpt, but before we jump in on this, we're going to address the chat, and we're also going to bring up this guy, Second Brother. What's going on with you, bro?
What's popping, broskies?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh my God! Look, see
Like
his
the-
morning voice and his night voice doesn't change.
It
Oh,
doesn't.
no. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
It doesn't.
As an old man would say, "What's happening? What's up, Thunderbird?"
That's what's
And
up.
for y'all young folks, that's liquor.
That's liquor. That's that liquor right there. That good liquor. Big bro, thank you so much for being here, man. But before we go with you, want to go ahead and address everybody in chat because I know y'all was waiting for his minutes. Got Big Braden in the house. Yes, Royal Rumble is tomorrow. Dude, thank you so much for letting me know because I be sometimes when they moved the pay-per-views from Sunday to Saturday, I get confused. But definitely thanks for that. Can't wait for that.
What's funny, and I'm glad, Braden, you said something about Royal Rumble because I spent down here on YouTube, wasted 4 hours looking at old Royal Rumble videos from 1996 to 2000.
Bro, it happens, bro. Oh my God.
Love it.
That's the best way to waste time, man. Watching
Absolutely.
the history, that history of the
Man,
things
I
that we
love
love,
it, man.
bro.
I got little Macho looking at the real Macho Man. He's sitting,
Oh my
and you know, little Macho, he loves it. He loves it.
That's
Oh
what
man.
that is.
As long as he's not doing what Jay used to do, swanton bombs and try to jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swantons, bro. Swantons.
Swanton bomb right off the bed. That shit was crazy.
He did a swanton bomb off the bed, hit me and my cousin, bounced off the bed and hit his face on a stool and gave himself a black eye.
Yeah.
And all of us trying to cover that shit up. We know if his mother found out, we was all gonna get caught.
That did happen. That
Yeah,
happened.
I gotta say what's up to Doc Smizzle, my boy Doc Smizzle. He says Lou upgraded to green screen. You're 2 shakes away from a tea kettle and a stove top. That's my boy.
Oh my God. That is funny.
See, I love Doc Smizzle. That's my boy.
Shout
That's
out
my boy.
Mr. Mom's Collectibles in the house. Says good morning. Iron Man fans, great day for all. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely
Oh my
is.
God.
Got to give a shout out to the big Jonathan, the King, my guy. Says morning, everyone. Good morning to you as well. Not gonna be able to get through everybody's chats because we gotta roll through this, guys. Ashley Chase, AJ Arusla, what's up? Commander Green, what up with you?
Commander.
Friends, Talented Tino says hit that like button. Hit that like button. Absolutely. We got Mario El Profesoro in the house. What's up?
Hermano, ¿cómo estás? You know I had to give him the little Latin flair.
You got to, man. See, I can't roll my tongue like I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got the spiciness. I can't do all that.
Yes, you can. No, yes, you can. It just takes a little bit of practice. You know, we'll throw a jalapeno in your mouth and you'll be like, you'll be all right.
There you go.
He'd be like, alrighty, money. Yeah. See, he have spend time in the right places. So
I don't spend time. You hear this shit? Dude, it's too early for all that. I spend a lot of time in a lot of. Never mind. We're not going to
no.
We're not going to. No bueno.
We're not going to go there because we're not getting him in trouble today.
Yo, second brother, where's the powder?
There we go.
It's always a party, baby.
What's the word for the bird? Come on, everybody.
Oh my God.
Definitely, man.
OG fan.
Never Ender says, "Where's Wanda? Where is Wanda? Where they is that figure ever going to come out?"
I think what they're trying to do is make sure that they're gonna get the right Wanda out, because remember they're doing their chess things, the chess moves, like how you release the Back to the Future 2 figures and then the Mandalorian from the first film, and then you release DeLorean hover conversion and you have the movie 1 figures out afterwards. They're playing games with us. They're making sure that you buy the content so that way you don't miss out. If you choose not to get it, you're grail chasing at that point.
Exactly. And we're going to talk about that because we're in the age of 2.0s, and they're just straight up putting out grail killers. We're going to get more to that. El Professor Rowe, he says, "Don't make me join the panel, second bro. Let's go there." Dude, I will send you a link, Mario, if you want to join.
Oh, here we go.
It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy.
I am still considering that offer that he extended.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure some things out.
Okay.
What's up, Tully, man? What's going on, man?
So,
Tully, my God.
Yeah, got Carlos in the house. What up with you, Carlos? What up? You got FBJ in the house. How you? Whoa, where is it at? There it is. FBJ in the house. He said, "Been waiting for Iron Man Mark 1. So what feels like a long time? It does." And I'm gonna get you guys, thoughts on this thing. This thing dropped last night. Sideshow did the whole on the first look of it. I personally think it looks good. The sculpt and the way the head is in the back plate of the armor looks a little weird to me. That does look weird to me. But with that being said, I do think overall, I think it looks good. This looks good. But just to get your thoughts on second brother, we're gonna go with you. What is your thoughts on this piece? Was this something that you were waiting on?
I missed out on the first one, and this is where I could give an exception to a 2.0 because they're giving it to you die cast.
Yeah.
And if they go through, and I'm an Iron Man, I'm an armor collector. That's
right.
I think as it stands right now, I think I got 18 pieces as it stands right now.
Yes, Lord.
I love Iron Man, love the Iron Man armor. And I love this as an opportunity for me to get my hands on this one and it being die cast.
Right.
That was my big, hold up. It was like, you know what? Because I got some of the pieces, for the house party protocol. They were cool, but they were plastic, and I was like, I'm glad I have them, but this is when this is when you do a 2.0 and it's justified.
Yeah.
When you're doing it and you innovate it, and someone posted a clip of the USB power. And that's a whole different level right there, because I had that Power Pose what's that, the Hulk Buster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I had, Jerry rigged a way for that to turn on with the DTOS and the lighting with that automatically. So when they start going this round, the sky's the limit of what you could do with your displays with this. I am happy to see this. And I'm a hard critic on 2.0s.
Yeah,
I can't stand them. I can't stand them. But
this is a word 2.0.
Right, it's an exception to the rule right here. And if they come out and they go all in and do a Ironmonger,
I think we're gonna get that. I would not be surprised if we get that. This guy.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Shit.
Look, hold on. I got to show you, brother.
feet shit because feet is ugly, I'm the dude.
You know what? No, you know what? Hold on.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna be
hey,
time.
hey, you want some patas? There's your patas. Let me. There you go. There's your patas. You want feet? There's your
No,
feet.
Like, it's
no,
invisible.
Carlos.
I was like, it's
I
invisible.
invite you to DC. I will invite you to DC, and I can take you where you can see all the feet you want to see.
There
And
you
then
go.
where the place I will take you where you want to see the feet, you do your research. It's called Benning Road.
Oh shit.
If you want your feet.
Oh, there.
Benning Road Tatas. Oh my
Mhm.
god. Yeah, man. Yeah. God
That's
damn it.
big.
All right, y'all. Let me get this off.
Oh, but yeah, but back to topic. I want to get back to topic.
Mark, so we
yeah.
talk about the Mark 1. So yeah, Lou, your thoughts on Mark 1.
Before I get to Mark 1, I want to touch back on the Ironmonger.
Okay.
I would love an Ironmonger instead of the diorama base. I'm not taking anything away from the diorama base, but give us a die cast, dude. With USB powered, I'll be getting that. I'll find a way to make excuse and say whatever to the wife and be like, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this and that, and I'm gonna have that. You get what I'm saying? Because Ironmonger is the one and done villain, and it was pivotal. It looked like the Mark 1 because it was based off of the prototype. Because Tony made it with a box of scraps.
Yeah.
But this right here, this took time. It took care. And in regards to the head sculpt, this one in particular, from what I recall, this has the hood that goes over, so that's why it looks a little snug and tight. But the face looks pretty spot on to me, so there's no issues with it there. The USB power looks phenomenal. I saw the little clip of that, and I'm looking forward to having this in my collection.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, I think it looks amazing. I know a lot of us been waiting on it, so I'm definitely going to be, adding this to the collection. I've been real selective with my Iron Man stuff over the last couple of years. But this is a good time to be an Iron Man collector, especially for people that are new getting in the game. But the fact that we getting this next piece, this shit right here.
Oh, I lost my mind this morning when I saw it. I was like, yes. Now I have to go. I have to secure a War Machine now.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Huey, you know something about Benning Road?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Benning Road ain't no joke. Shout out to Hot Toys Hotline. What's up with you, brother? Saw your amazing show last night. Definitely. That was awesome. Got to sit back and got to watch as a fan. Ain't that cool? Hoss Hometown Hero. What's up with you? Said $2. Thank you for the $2 bomb. Said it's a it's a place for collecting feet pics. It really is. Carlos. God damn it. Definitely. Yeah. El Professor. He said Mark 7 pushing 700 price tag. Be sure it's something you want. Yeah, with the game. Yeah, and here's the thing. I was looking at the Mark 7 last night. I was looking at buying it before this dropped. I was looking at buying it for Good Morning Grails because I had not the Mark 7. I had the Mark 6, and I really wanted it. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna wait because I can't. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. And then this pops up. You know what I'm saying? With the gantry and all, this is ridiculous. Second brother, do you have? I can't remember. Do you have a Mark 6?
No, that's the one I missed out on. I'm still looking for that.
Shit,
that's the one I missed out on. Because when you got yours, I went. It was some of these sideshow shenanigans that I had it on order, and then they said it was out of stock. Put me on wait list. The wait list came back, and I went to order it again, and they circled back around and did the same thing over again. So I was like, you know what? And I guarantee you, if I can pull up my sideshow account right now, it's still sitting in that wait list box, still. And it was like, okay, I was like, all right, that must not be meant for me to get. So, all right, whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, I know eventually I will run into it and I get it, will end up getting it. But what my concerns is talking about this piece right here is that are we gonna have the same issues that people are having with the other suit, the suit up Iron Man from Iron Man 2?
With the
Talking about
pieces
Mark
being a
Five?
little
With
too
the
hard.
pieces, right?
With the pieces being too hard. I mean, well, for all of those that had the Mark 6, like the Mark 6 had pieces that popped on and popped off and stuff like that. So I don't think we're gonna run into that type of problem with this one. I don't think so. I hope not. But I know with this, but I know with the original Mark 6, it had a lot of pieces that popped on and popped off. And Mario could attest to this. We did a posing, I think it was last week on Anthony's channel, on Shelfworthy. And those pieces were hard as hell. I mean, after a while, they pop on, they pop off. You just have to take your time with it. But the fact that we get this right now, this is a straight up grail. I mean, I think I look at this. This is a grail killer, straight up. I think Hot Toys are definitely into killing grails. But also they do it with the twist. These 2.0s come back with a twist because the original version of this Mark 6 had like the base and everything, but it didn't have this elaborate diorama. Like that base was small.
Mm-hmm.
It barely where you had to use like force perspective, with your with camera when taking pictures with it. But with this, you get the figure, you get the gantry and all that. And it's funny because when they showed this back in the summer, they were like, I think they were advertising this as a quarter scale. So it's real interesting that they made this 6 scale figure, and they probably been looking at the market and seeing what was going on and seeing what the original Mark 6 was going for, and they were like, you know what? Why not we just put it out there and give it an elaborate diorama, and we can charge whatever we want. Makes sense to me. It sucks for our wallets, but it makes sense. I want to give a shout out to Hot Toys Hotline. Says, what's up, BC? Appreciate the love as always. Do next time I'll take a break. It's my turn to watch you live. Always catching those replays. Likewise, brother. Thank you so much for that. Lou, your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Oh, dude, this is gonna make me secure my War Machine today.
There you go.
And I'm supposed to be cutting back. Like I didn't want to make another pre-order until I get my DeLorean.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get another pre-order until I get my DeLorean because I'm playing a dangerous game with that by itself, and that's a $900 plus price tag for that. Here, if we look at 700 plus for this guy, this is hitting that vehicle territory as far as prices, and it commands a lot of space. But this is not something I want to miss out on because this is exactly what I was about to talk about. You see that beautiful head sculpt? We have a smiling Tony head sculpt, and not only it's smiling Tony, it's Tony with the purrs.
This is the first Marvel figure with purrs, right?
No, remember we got Hulk. Hulk came with purrs.
There you go. That's right.
Hulk came with the purrs system. For the first Avengers Hulk. I think the first human head sculpt that we got with purrs was Spider-Man from the red and blue suit, and now we got Tony.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I have to get this. Like, you got a head sculpt with purrs. I'm into the taking pictures and telling a story with my toy photography. And this right here is
funny.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah,
that's what I said. That's exactly what I said last night or this morning.
So you know how you got boots with the fur? He has a gantry with the purrs. So I'm just saying. See, I knew his second brother was gonna know that. But he got the gantry with the purrs. So it's a win-win. Like, a lot of people feel that we were gypped with the Neon Tech Mark IV and the Neon Tech gantry.
Yeah.
This creates a whole different atmosphere now, because if you're in the wheelhouse of getting both, kind of like what I am, I want to get both.
Right.
You're going to have to make some hard decisions.
Absolutely. And that's what I want to go to. Throw this back to you, second brother. What is your thought on the head sculpt and with the purrs? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it's worthwhile having, or does it matter?
Well, I'm still trying to figure where they're going. Okay, I'm trying to figure now where is it, what the DX is going to be now. Because now this is standard. And we already talked about this ad nauseum.
Right. Right.
So this is going to be a standard feature on some figures. But as for the head sculpt as a whole, I wish they could have did a different facial expression.
I kind of do too. I kind of do too.
And because it makes Robert Downey look older than he actually is.
But he had it does, especially at this time, because this is the first event
angle.
Yeah,
right. And at this angle, because it really just like, okay, we know Robert Downey has some age, Robert Downey, me and Robert Downey is pretty much at the same age group.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there looking at it like, okay, this figure kind of makes him look a little bit older than what he is.
I agree a little. I think they went a little bit too hard with like the wrinkles and some of the folds and some of the bags under his eyes. I think they went a little bit. This would be okay for today, maybe. But at this era, this was like when this was 10 almost 12 years ago.
So. Yeah, it's almost like looking at Iron Man on DVD, and then you pop that DVD into a 4K Blu-ray player with a 4K TV, and then you're like, holy shit.
But but that's what you're getting. You're getting that.
And that's what it looks like.
That's what you're getting. You're getting that real life realism with it. So, I mean,
I don't know. I think if we do a side by side with the Avengers movie, Tony, and this specific head sculpt, we can actually come to a more of a consensus, because I see what you guys saying, but then again, remember, this is the prototype.
Yeah.
And every time things go through the, process of factory work, it comes out a little bit softer.
Soft anyway. That's true.
Or this could be a head sculpt for an older figure coming down the line.
That too.
Yeah. Because that's what it's telling us. Okay, they pop this head sculpt. This head sculpt is going to be on something else. Because I
was going to say this though, but I disagree with you guys in terms of the facial expression. I think this is perfect for him, because all the other facial expressions, he's been more of a serious and had the stoic look instead of having his charismatic smirk. Like, I could talk, all this ish and back it up with my wallet and my suit.
Personality. We want the sculpts to start having a little more. And you know what? You right. That brings you hit it on the head with that, Lou, because
I know
I'm looking at like that, but also I was looking at Harley Quinn, and the first Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. And I was looking at that figure and I'm like, damn, looking at the rest of like the figures in my collection, I'm like, you know what? This figure is more life and more realistic to me. And it took me a while to figure out why. I was like, is it a way, even though you have like you can see the little gaps in the stockings and her legs and stuff like that, the little joints. But that expression gives her so much life, and they nailed it. I know some people had a problem with the tongue. I think some people added a different tongue to her and all that other stuff, whatever. But that expression gives her life. And I think going forward, I think you're right. Like he has so many expressions where him looking dead center, like that, or looking serious. This, gives life to the character, especially at this point. He was still in his Playboy era. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make the change. He was in a cave and everything like that. He got himself together, but he was still Avengers. He was still kind of a Playboy a little bit. He was settling down with Pepper, but he still had that player. He still had that player in him. So, he wasn't as, after Iron Man, after the events of Avengers, Tony's character kind of took a different, he was dealing with PTSD. He was dealing with a lot of stuff. He was dealing with.
He didn't take, but this is before the PTSD.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the moment where he encounters Loki and has to buy time for him to get his Mark 7 suit up and running, and deal with the issue that is the big bad. So he's like, okay, I gotta go buy some time. And how long till the suit? Okay, I'm gonna do my thing. Because having the gift of gab and being sarcastic as he is, he's a man fighting a god at that point with wit.
Mm-hmm.
So, this just speaks volumes to not only the actor, but the character that is Tony Stark in the Avengers film. And I can't like, it's just that good. Like,
yeah.
Hot Toys is not giving nobody no time to think about future endeavors. They're like, oh no. You thought you had a break? Nope.
There you go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Another one. Tate quieto. Stay still. You staying right there. Stay put. Your wallet mine. Your wallet is mine. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm still hitting with jabs and hooks about that wallet. Like,
Yeah, man.
So I started looking at my pre-orders. I'm like, okay, after they better come out with some heavy hitters, because I'm looking at after that Kenobi line comes out, my ass is doing a serious slowdown.
So hold on. So you're going to be slowing down with Attack of the Clones?
See, that's the thing. I said they better come out with some hard hitters before that time. That's what I said. Yeah, I left me a little bit of room. I didn't do you. I gave myself some room.
See, that's the problem with Hot Toys.
It never is going to end, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem.
Never going to end.
Hot Toys is like a bad date in Vegas, man.
Exactly.
When is that shit going to end?
Like,
it's never going to end, bro.
Like, how many bangers has Hot Toys been showing us and teasing us and letting us know? Yeah, your wallet doesn't go nowhere but to me.
Yeah. All right, here's another shot at the sculpt. It's growing. Like when I first seen it this morning, I was like, "It's cool." I wish they gave us 2 sculpts. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of agree with you, Lou. It's kind of growing on me now. I like it because, yeah, it's that.
This look on his face right here is just like, of course, I'd be happy to kick your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now,
exactly.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm about to, put a little bit more froth on your coffee. Check this out. Or more icing on the cake, or filling, well, however you want to put it. All the sweet stuff. I'm gonna give you some more sweet stuff. You see this head sculpt? You put this on a regular plain Jane body with a suit, or a Kit Bash body, right? Kind of recreate those scenes from when he comes in from the Avengers, or even when he encounters Peter for the first time.
Yeah.
You can recreate scenes that have no violence in it whatsoever, and tell a story on your shelf.
Yeah.
And this is how Tony presents himself. This is pretty much going to be, a Grail tier Tony. This is going to be that Grail tier Tony. If this is a Grail killer, it's going to be the killer of killers, because not only is it going to kill your wallet, it's going to kill your space, and you ain't have no other choice but to get this one because it's the only one with a smirk.
Right. Another thing, there's 2 versions of it. We know we have just the figure, and then we have the version with the gantry. Which one are you guys looking to add to your collection? Because we talk about space as well. The sculpt is nice. We talk about space and all that as well. So second brother, will you be getting the gantry with this? Because I mean, the gantry is a kind of it's
the centerpiece.
It's the centerpiece of it. It's the total centerpiece in your collection, especially if you're a big Marvel collector. And I know you're a big Iron Man collector, so
yeah. And and actually, I was actually planning on expanding the space over the other side here. I'm dipping my head and it's like over this side, but it meaning right here. Mm-hmm. That I was going to just pretty much dedicate that whole wall just for the Iron Man, for Iron Man, for the armor, to free up space.
Right.
But now when you turn again the gantries and all that, you start getting to that stuff was expanding that space. And no, I'm not pulling out no tape measure for somebody to pull that crazy shit that he did before. Because, like I said, some of my family members was watching it and they turned over. They was laughing their ass off. So I set myself up again.
Yeah.
But anyway, for this, you have to pretty much, it changes the scheme of things. Because I'm looking at like, okay, I got at your average Iron Man with the stand and everything. outside of the Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot, I just recently just got that, and that thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's on average, this is how much space you need for each of your Iron Man.
How big?
It is. You fucks. You fucks. But I love it. I love it.
Oh, Bob Dylan, thank you. You're a kings amongst kings.
Oh, Dylan, you man, let me tell you, you the man. Like I said, it's a rare man. It's rarely when people get me, but when they get me, it's good. It's good. And the whole thing, I'm like, I'm glad I'm not working at an old place I used to work, because man, like I said, this shit will be all over the office.
Right.
I'll be sitting in HR like, what is that supposed to mean? Yeah.
Well, what
anyway,
happened was
what happened, right? You know, then you go in the cafeteria and everybody giving that,
Costa.
I'm too old for that kind of trouble. But
Right.
anyway, but you know, that's where you need that space, because the Iron Man takes up a certain amount of space, and then when you try and measuring things out, and then they come out with something like this, it blows your whole damn plan. Plan is shit.
Yeah.
So now, since I see that, I'm gonna have to tier what I was planning on doing, because now I have to turn around and instead of making one big long shelf, I'm gonna have to make two smaller shelves to tier on top of that long shelf now.
Exactly.
To compensate for space for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring this guy up again. Hey, Pop Culture Living Room, Costa, the display master. You know what I'm saying? Those garage sofas saving a lot of lives right now. But
I'm not listening to you.
I know
It's saving mine. It's saving mine.
I know.
But,
I know. I know.
Listen, but there's something about Detolf that's still crispy, clean, classy. So Detolf has a space in collecting. It's just the way you choose to display. And I'm sorry, I'm not taking away nothing from a second brother. You see his collection, second brother. If you don't mind, can you put your chair back a little bit, just a little bit? Look how beautiful that looks.
It does.
That's beautiful right there.
Beautiful.
You see what I'm saying? Everything's nice and crisp, clean. You get to admire the figures as is with not too much clutter or anything like that. That's proper collecting. Displaying, rather. Proper display.
Totally.
Good luck putting one of these bad boys in there.
Oh no, that's no.
Yeah, that's a no, because how big?
Yeah, that's Sam Wilson. And then too, that's Sam Wilson right there. That right there, that's gonna be a whole different endeavor itself.
Dude,
oh, that's another one that has to come
he's
home.
right over there. And you know, later on, I'll probably show you guys how I worked it out. But one good thing, one saving grace, if you know how to work your shit and those wings got ratchets on them, you know how to work those wings, you can get him in some tight spaces. I'm not gonna say a Detolf. But if you know how to work those wings and work those ratchets, they
actually seen someone display one in a Detolf.
Say that again.
I actually seen someone display one in a Detolf. But how the way they did it,
Iron Man. The same. Just the same. You can. You can take the wings off. I know in the older one, you could take the wings off. I've seen people take the wings off, put it behind them, made it look like they were like,
transforming,
swoop back.
Yeah. Right. So there's ways. You just got to be creative. There's ways. And I mean, he looks good without the wings too. I mean, just to say, guys, got to give you shout out to everybody in the chat. Guys, thank you all so much. We got 100 people in here. You guys are fucking amazing. Sorry to cuss. I know you guys, some of y'all at work, but y'all are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe to my guy, Loco Lou, right here. We need to get him to 1,000, definitely. And also subscribe to Second Brother when he gets his channel, which he's working on it, and it's going to be amazing.
You know what? It's crazy. Since you guys bring that up, I give mutual respect for all you content creators, because as Lil Macho found out, and Lil Macho was the motivation for me to jump on here to do this with you guys. But when I sat down with him, I'm like, okay, this is the work, this is the script, this is this. No. Lil Macho, like, I'm cool. It's work. It is work.
It is.
And for that being said, for all y'all suckers out there that wait on other people's work so you could copy their work.
Ooh, uh-oh.
That's all I need to say.
Spicy. Getting spicy.
Nah.
Hold on, he gave you the act. No, do the ask it. Do the ask it. Do
Damn.
You're like, you know who you are.
And that, no, who was several like that.
I just got flashbacks of that caramel colored.
Oh, you know, we gotta end it. We're gonna end the show with that one. So
Oh my god.
want to give a shout out to Mr. Mom's Collectibles. He says, to me, this is a Hot Toys listening to those who have the OG Mark 6 and don't want to make an entirely new purchase so they can just get the gantry. Great move. It is. It really is. It really, that's the thing. They know what they doing. They smart, man. They smart.
No,
they know how to get our wallets on lock.
No, it's proven that they listen to these streams and they watch them. And you know, some of the things like when you do that, yeah, you know, I read that down at the bottom. You know.
Sorry,
man. I'm not even touching that right now. God damn it. Y'all gonna have old flames getting contact and all this stuff, and then my ass gonna be in trouble and all this other crazy. And I always said, and I put that disclaimer out, I don't lie on my shit. So I'm new to the channel. Don't sit up there and get all like, oh, second brother, all like that. Oh, no. Because I don't want nobody, if I'm walking down the street, do a Terry Crews to me. That would not go over well.
I'm just saying.
And whoever, you know, my man doing that, then next thing you know, old girl gonna be like, you know what? I want my money because it ain't measure up.
Oh my god, that is funny. God,
You know what?
If you just listen to everything.
Okay, you started it, man.
All right, moving back along.
But anyway, but you know, it's good that they turn around, they're listening to us, and we're able, you know, they get these little nuances like a gantry. Then they motivate you to go out and grab, you know, a 2.0 or now I won't consider this a 2.0. I would consider this a 3.0 because they actually did a 2.0 before, and then you had the original plastic. Am I right?
Didn't they? Yeah.
Yes, but
press.
this is a 2.0 of the die cast.
Right.
Yeah.
So the original 2.0 is the diecast upgrade. So this is a 2.0 to that 2.0.
2.0.
So it's not. So it's technically a 3.0 if you want to go there.
Yeah, kind of is if you want to. Yeah.
But
the era 3.0s. Holy shit! I just thought about that. Damn.
We were already in 3.0s when we started looking at, you know, certain things that's been released and has 3 variations of it. Mark 3.
Bingo. Yep. That shit just kind of slid up under the door too. You're right. Damn it. You're right.
It's 2.0 of the 2.0.
Right. Shit. Yeah, Iron King. I agree. Star Wars 2.0s and yeah.
Inbound. Yep.
Yeah, especially when they hit that 50th anniversary, we're gonna see our New Hope figures. Only thing I'm hoping. I mean, yeah, they'll be better.
But how can you? I mean, those New Hope figures, I can't see them getting no better than what they are.
Shit, Hot Toys like Howard Channing is like, hold my beer.
Hold on.
I'm serious. When you start getting to the layers, when you start getting to Carrie Fisher,
the layers
you can't really improve on that.
But would you get a Yavin ceremony? What was that? The ceremony where she gives them the medal? Would you get that?
Oh yeah, that's new. That's not a 2.0 or anything like that.
Yeah, but see,
it's going to happen. I'm telling you, that's going to happen though. I'm just saying.
He's talking about Earmuff Slayer. You know what I'm saying? Earmuff Slayer, like how you do that better.
The original Beats Slayer. The original Beats.
The Beats.
Well, I'm saying,
I think they can. I think
Purge.
I mean,
Because
honestly, I think they can. I'm looking at it. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. That figure still looks good. They held up very well. But if we see, look what they did with Bespin Luke.
all right, I'm gonna say this. It goes back to what you said, second brother. The standard for DXs is now becoming the standard for the regular stuff. Like our Spider-Mans, our Iron Mans, and anything else that has purrs in it. They could do the same thing with, Carrie Fisher sculpts, make it a little bit more lifelike with the purrs.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That would be the new standard that would justify
Right.
2.0s because we got more stuff that's coming from Star Wars that has purrs. Granted, there's certain things you can't do with some of the newer figures that don't have the purrs, but there's reasons behind that because sculpt sake, right? But this right here, this is at least the width of a Hulkbuster. So you need to account for a Hulkbuster, and I'm not talking about 1.0, not 2.0, 1.0, because he's wide. He's, demands a lot of space, but it's not just wide, it's, length in the front. So so it's you catching the sides and you catching the front because it's steps. So you want to give that enough volume for display purposes.
Does anybody
I gotta get this. There's no question. I gotta get the gantry with it.
That's what I was going to ask. Does anybody have? Because Amy, you don't have a gantry, do you? I'm sorry.
Nope.
You don't have.
Nope.
I have a small one. I have a small one from the Mark IV, but that's for like a 12 scale.
Gotcha.
I got a 12 scale setup, but not a quarter scale, and I mean 6 scale. If I was to get any specific gantry to go with the Iron Man stuff and just have it solely for Iron Man, it's this one. This one was very impressive. It just speaks volumes for Iron Man. It's like how you land in, and come on. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a man. I fly in a suit. I come in. How I'm going to land?
It was so impressive. Seeing it in the Avengers. He lands down and he's just casually walking and just taking it off him. It was just so damn cool. To see that he was just, it wasn't like he, when he first did the gantry, it was a whole lot of, suit up, but he was just walking and it was just showing the innovation of the Iron Man technology and just how far Tony was coming until, eventually what we got with the nanotech.
Just I'm sorry. Mario just said something. He asked the question. I'm about to give him an answer.
Shit.
I'm about.
I was hoping you didn't catch that. I was.
No. Oh, listen. I'm catching it. You want to see a big one? Want to see a big one?
Oh shit! Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go.
Hey, look, Lou. Man, they call you Loco Lou for a reason. You saw before you did that shit. I turned my head like, oh shit.
Right. It was like, is he really going?
No.
The day.
I'm crazy. I ain't stupid.
There you go.
My level of crazy is more dangerous than anything else. But I digress.
Yeah.
Because these Hot Toys prices are even more dangerous.
That's the thing. What do we know the price on any of this? I know it's been running. I think what we said seven,
possibly 7 with the
gantry
conversion stuff. 7, and I'm saying
I say about 6.
Remember, this is diecast.
The
figure is going to be over 4. That 5 for real.
But is the gantry going to be diecast?
No, it's going to be USB powered.
Probably they're gonna make you charge, which doesn't really cost shit, but they're gonna charge you for that. They gotta
see. Go back real quick, brother Cousins. Check this out. This is what you was concerned about, right, second brother?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is gonna be an issue.
No,
because
I don't.
Because here's the thing.
I'm looking at how the pieces are placed, and it may not.
Yeah, it's going to be snap-on, similar to like the chest plate and the other plates on the other armor that has open latches and stuff. Like, all the Iron Men have that chest plate that just is removable.
Yeah,
this is just going to go in place of that. The thigh pieces, if you're familiar with your Mark 7, it's swappable parts for those missile launchers. So if they've already done that with missiles, and they're gonna do that same thing with the inner workings. So I don't think it's going to be as an issue with that versus the Mark V. The only reason why Mark V is an issue is because everything has to snap fit together, and you're doing it over a pleather suit, which
that can
which
be
is-
damaged.
which you're concerned for two things: snapping apart and cutting the suit.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't think like that Mark. I'm still on the fence. I don't have it pre-ordered. I was thinking about getting that Mark V race suit because him in the racing suit itself looks dope as shit. But I don't know if I'm going to get it now. I don't. I'm still kind of on the fence. I'm not going to say I'm not going to get it, but it does look like a headache. And there's so much other good shit coming out. Like this right here is like, come on, you know.
Yes.
The only thing too with that, man, is that damn Silver Centurion has me concerned.
See, it's different. It's different, Silver Centurion, because there's no other suit that's attached to it. It is the diecast version of the Silver Centurion. It's just that the panels are open.
It's almost, from what I hear, it's almost like a statue, pretty much, right?
No, it's a figure. It's posable.
Is it?
It's
I mean,
posable.
but is it though? I mean, it's
no, it's posable. It's because the thing is this:
there's
there's no other suit underneath it. It's just the Iron Man armor. Is just that the panels are exposed, so you can see all the inner workings and the lights.
But you can't. But you don't get that much articulation out of it, though, right?
From what I saw, he was able to pose it. I don't see or why you would get less. Unless the
I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
The workings of the wires for the open panels is stopping you.
Yeah, AJ, I'm with you. It looks like
it looks more like a statue. I've seen the promotional pictures, and it showed it posed up here and there. But if it it's not stated to be a power pose.
I don't think it's a power pose. I think they are it is a figure, but it just looks like you only get a few poses out of it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But here's everything that it comes. Here's the everything. Damn, this comes with you get a lot of shit with this. Yeah. So before we leave, just want to get final thoughts on this piece. Are you adding it to your collection? Are you gonna get just a regular regular figure version, or are you getting the one with the suit up gantry?
Let me get my measuring tape. Hold on. I have to get this with the gantry, hands down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a centerpiece, and what way to have Iron Man representation being the guy who was able to get all the Avengers into one roof. You know what I mean? So the guy who started the whole MCU, and just have him in a nice, beautiful display.
I agree, definitely. Second brother.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. I already got some scheming in mind, and I have 2 gift cards from Sideshow that haven't been used yet.
Oz, what's up, brother?
Funny dude, man. And I got points building up. I got a plan in the works to get my hands on this. But I'm like, okay, these are the drops. And I meant to say this, and I'm not don't want to change course or direction. What we was talking about with Sam Wilson and how it looked. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm just as excited to see when Reva comes out.
Oh hell yeah!
Whoa.
Yeah,
thickums, yeah,
thickums, yeah. Reva's gonna look good. Now I'm gonna say this. Hold on, I'm gonna get this for y'all. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit! You about to pull out his tape measure?
No, he's gonna show you the wingspan, baby.
Woo! Right.
Oh man,
as good as Sam Wilson is. Hold on, let me blow myself up for a minute. As good as Sam Wilson is, this figure sucks. I'm sorry. It does. It looks good in this position. It looks good. It looks good in this pose. When you try to pose him, I anybody that can pose this guy, send me some pictures, send me something, because he can't pose worth shit. He looks weird every time I pose him.
Send it to me. Send it to me,
dude. I just may because he looks weird in every post. And I'm just saying, as good as Sam Wilson is, I think Bucky got the shaft. I really do. I'm like, dude, they could have did more with Winter Soldier.
Is that Beat It jacket that's holding him back?
I think
Yeah.
so. He has no
Yeah.
traps or nothing. It's just it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, man. Yeah, his head is like way too like large. It's the scale on it. It's just something with the scale. It just looks weird to me. Yeah, it does look a little like Amigo. Like
Amigos.
Amigo. Yeah.
Amigos.
It does.
I think they tailored the jacket a little too tight. They should have gave us a little bit more playroom inside there to accommodate for articulation. But granted, people make the argument you don't buy these for articulation, you buy this for realism, but then again, they're toys built in with articulation. So why have the articulation if you're not going to use it? That's my argument.
Exactly. But no, going back to you, second brother. So yeah, so you will be getting the gantry version of this, or the I would say if it's somebody's getting this, I say go big, go home on this one, because I think the overall value is going to be there. It does suck for everybody that has the I think the Mark 6. I mean, I'm starting to feel with the regular Mark 6 that came, with the diecast Mark 6 that came out, I'm starting to feel a little better now that I sold it, because now that frees me up to get this, because I was in the market of getting it again. I almost bought it yesterday. Saw a good deal on eBay for it, and I was like, you know what? Let me wait. Let me see. I know they got that quarter scale coming out, and I'm not a quarter scale guy, but let's just see what they do. And then I woke up to this, so it worked out. It actually worked out in my benefit on this. But yeah, I think it looks great. I'm definitely going to be getting it. I think it's a solid announcement. Jumping back real quick, what are you guys' thoughts on the Mark 1? Are you still excited to get it? Because that should be inbound. I know I think back in December I got something from Sideshow saying that would be that would be coming in. January is almost over, but that should be in. Sideshow should be having this pretty soon. So are you guys still excited to get this?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, second brother. Go ahead. I know you're the the man with Iron Man. Go ahead. Let us know how you feel.
And actually with this, I'm waiting for it to come in, because I don't have it pre-ordered. I don't, because I got some generous coupons that's sitting in wait.
There you go.
So unless Sideshow pulls some shenanigans,
or you can't use it.
Yeah.
That will fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm at with you there, because I am excited for this, but I didn't pull the trigger to get the exclusive version because I really don't see the need to get the diecast, helmet that looks clean. That's not wearable. It's just a side accessory piece. I like some accessories I can jump for, and others that I could let sit by the wayside. Because I did the pre-order for the Armorized Deadpool when this was solicited. So he's already paid for. He's shipping. He's inbound. He's coming soon, and I will be doing a review on that. If it's Deadpool, it's coming home. I'm going to be doing something with Deadpool.
When I saw that was like a day. That was a day one. Right
there. Yeah. People are sleeping on that. And for this specifically, the Mark 1, it's going to sit. It's not going to sit for long.
Yeah.
It's going to sit for a little bit, and you're going to have to make some hard choices, hard decisions. But this is the Mark 1 that everyone wanted with die-cast pieces. Granted, it's still shorter than your standard Iron Man suit, but this is before everything else, and you got to remember this is still a humanoid figure inside the body. It's supposed to be squat. It's supposed to be smaller than the Mark II / Mark 3 and moving forward.
It was the Rush build, so it's going to it was a Rush
because it's going to be limited with his articulation.
Yeah.
Let alone his diecast, the girth of this thing. And that's another thing you have to keep in mind. Like, if a piece like this, and I think I saw the schematic of where the diecast pieces are. If for DTOF collectors, that's going to be a weight issue. that they're gonna have to really think about.
Yeah, he's going to be a bottom piece. He's either going to be a bottom piece or top of a DTOF that's
Top of the DTOF.
basically what's the word I'm looking for? Jury rigged to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
don't wanna
and the only way if you're gonna pose it,
glass. Yeah.
and if you're only gonna pose it inside of a DTOF, you're gonna have to double glass it
Mm-hmm.
to make it work.
Exactly.
To be
Yeah.
to be safe. So, it's and that's the fun about this, because when you get these pieces, now here go the Scooby-Doo mystery. Okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make it work? How much is the weight? And all that. And a lot of people that are not into
part of the
collecting.
fun, though.
Say again.
I'm sorry. I was just saying that's part of the fun, though, right?
Right, and that's the thing when when people see my collection and they look at it as just a thing of taking a figure and putting it inside of a piece of glass. I'm like, oh no, it goes with planning with this. You got to figure out how it's going to work with symmetry with your other figures that's around, where the placement is going to be, how much does this figure weigh, how tall it is. There's a whole lot of dynamics that are there when you get into this game. It's like you can spend just as much money on aesthetics for the figure than the figure itself.
Sometimes more. Sometimes more. Yep. And I think that, and I look at it like this: if you're going to spend $400 to $500 now on a figure, it's at that point, it's not just the action figure, it's not just a toy. We all know it is, but it's also a piece of art. You need to display it as such. That's where I come from. Mm-hmm. I think and there's nothing wrong with leaving some stuff sitting in the box sometimes. I've said in the past on streams like, hey, if I put something in a box and I box it up, it's kind of the kiss of death for me. It is, but sometimes, like especially when you're talking about vehicles, they have to sit for a while because you have to plan. Because like when I got that DeLorean back there, when I first got it in 2018, I thought about it. It was like, oh, I had an idea, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna look good. Come to find out, it didn't work. And then I put it right back in the box, and I was like, shit, what did I get myself into? I'm gonna figure this out. But I was like, I'll be damned if I don't figure it out, because I just paid $1,000 for this thing. And figure it out. So that's the thing, don't be so quick to, yes, it's fun to display it and all that, but try your best to have a plan. That's the best advice I can give you,
Yeah, that reminds me of the OG collectors that's been collecting Hot Toys for 10 plus years, and they mapped out their collection and their space and what they can afford to get in that space. Not necessarily on a price dollar amount, but more of a volume amount inside their own collection, and continuously trying to figure out what works, what don't work, how to display, how to place it, and what is going to actually sit in a forever pose, like Jay calls it. This is a forever pose kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What's crazy about this whole collecting game is that I just got a delivery notice that I have a figure coming today. And I'm like, what the hell do I have coming today? And I done ordered so much shit and paid off so much shit till I got boxes just coming in. I'm like, damn, I forgot about this.
Y'all, I was there.
And I didn't forget about it, but I didn't realize it was coming.
I was there yesterday. I was at Second Brothers Compound. That's what I'm gonna call it. Second Brothers Compound.
The vault. The vault.
Yeah. And I went downstairs, turned that corner, saw the boxes. It's ridiculous. For boxes. But here you go. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about taking time to display, because you're not just gonna you can throw stuff up and just set it out and be like, all right. But it takes time it takes time. We spend a lot of money on this hobby, so
Right. And actually what I was going to do is take everything out of those boxes and sit it on the pool table and have everything displayed on the pool table until I figure out where I'm going to put everything.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I'm at and where I'm at now. Because you turn around, you came over, you saw the boxes downstairs, and then I got another box. You saw the boxes around the corner, let alone the box that had two other boxes that sit on top of the pool table, and then I got another box coming.
Wow.
So, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, and that's what I mean by it's like I'm just gonna start slowing back a little bit, because I learned my lessons from 2018 when we had that storm. I'm
Yeah,
just doing the pre-orders, man, and I'm sitting up there like, oh my goodness. And I did a spreadsheet. I'm like, damn, I'm like $8,000 deep with these jokers. $8,000. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I got it. I know I got it to, to do it. It's not going to kill me. But otherwise, I'm not, I got to work a little bit smarter. So we're a little bit smarter with this game and don't go off the emotion when I see something.
Yeah.
Because if I see something like, say, especially if it's OT Star Wars, and definitely, hey, look, I'm with shit 3 or 4 bricks if they do a black chrysanthemum. I'm just saying that.
Oh, we
Like,
gonna happen.
I'm gonna reach through the fucking screen and try to do a pre-order through the damn site itself to try to get this thing if it comes out right, And so, but then too, like we said, this is a part of the game, and this is a part of the excitement. Only thing it is, Jay, that I'm sitting there talking about how we used to do the damn figure runs and drive all over the entire DMV.
Yeah. Yes.
Starting the crack of dawn to late at night to the stores closing.
With
looking
Toy Biz.
for Toy Biz and McFarlane.
Yep.
Running around doing that. Now so we got away from, we don't have a Toys R Us no more. We don't have you know what? Okay, speaking of that, Toys R Us. I saw the most depressing thing. And I went to Macy's and I saw the so-called Toys R Us section.
It's horrible.
No. That's a layaway section.
It breaks your heart, man. It breaks your heart from where
when you have
where they were and to see that, and it's just like
it's like
I was fucking depressed.
I can't, it breaks my heart that I'm gonna have to tell Bella one day. Yeah, there was a place called Toys R Us, and it was magical. It was toys all over the place. Everything you could think about. It was fun just going there. Sometimes you wouldn't even buy anything because we was broke in those days, but it was good just to go there and just look at all the toys, all the Barbies, I remember seeing like and I'm just saying, because I have a little girl now. I remember going to see the Barbie display. And that's kind of where the display, remember, it was crazy.
Yeah, the Barbie wasn't displayed. The Barbie was like 3 rows.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here in New York. 42nd Street, Times Square, they had the biggest Toys R Us in the city.
Right.
They had a freaking Ferris wheel inside the building, bro.
That's right.
You had the Jurassic Park section, which will alternate between Marvel and Legos and whatever. And then on the other side was strictly for babies, toddlers, and Barbies. So they had a whole Barbie house where you could walk in and see walls. Yes. See the walls. And FAO Schwartz is another one. You go inside there, you see toys that you don't
you know where that trip we took. Yes. You know that trip we took to New York for FAO Schwartz.
Yes.
You had giraffes that was the size of real giraffes. You had bears the size of real bears. You had the adoption baby stuff over there too, where it looks like a real baby, and you have to, do the whole shenanigans, and that's like a good $500 piece.
That's right. I remember that. Like, it was such a magical, just a magical thing, magical time.
Old school trains, the electric trains, the ones that we see in the movies,
the Lionel trains.
There you go.
Yeah.
See. So like, you don't know the majesty that is a toy store that has everything you could ever imagine. And the thing is this, sometimes it was so awesome that you didn't want to touch it. You were scared to.
That's true.
Right.
I remember going to Toys R Us as a kid and and I hate to say it, even as a kid, being a little intimidated by like all the stuff. It was like, oh my God, it was like VIP for toys. It was great, and it just sucks that kids are not going to get that. Like, oh, Amazon, I can just get it from Amazon. It's like, it's not the same.
Yeah, Amazon kills us.
The dilemma would be, say for instance, when they had the back in the day with G.I. Joe, when they had the USS Flag, the damn aircraft carrier, and you looking at the size of that box, and you're just like, yes, how am I going to do this?
Right.
Now you talking about the Grails. You talking about Grails. That's a Grail of mine right there.
Yeah,
that's a Grail. That's a Grail. As a matter of fact, if you see the what was it on Netflix? It's called the Toys That
How
Made
Toys
Us.
Made Us.
Toys That Made Us.
Yeah.
toys that made us. You got
Yeah.
the Turtles, He-Man, G.I. Joe, and they talk about the flagship, the actual aircraft carrier / boat that had so many compartments, so many different interactive things. Like that was literally a playground for your toys, and it was a great interactive thing you could do when you have people come over that are
Right.
kids and you all play. You like bring your G.I. Joes, I got my Joes, let's go play. You know,
On that flag, man, you know that Sky Striker jet was big,
Ooh.
was huge. So imagine the scale of that jet, and you could put 4 of them on that aircraft carrier.
Mm.
And
Mate.
Jay, you know the reason I couldn't get it because we lived in an apartment. Where the hell thing was going to go? The
Where
things
we
was
gonna-
in the bedroom.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
right.
So,
Well, I wanted to bring something up that Ma said about Toys R Us was killed by being way overpriced too. No, I live in New York. Things are overpriced in New York. And let me tell you, everywhere you went, the prices were pretty much the same for toys, right? And I'm setting the standard because I'm over here at the East Coast, New York,
Okay.
big hub.
you know, Mars is talking about Toys R Us in the latter end,
Yeah.
Mhm.
where they had been bought out by a private equity firm, and then they liquidated and they did a little. Now, this is where it's capitalism at its worst because
Uh-huh.
Toys R Us should have never have closed.
Yes, but also it was killed by Amazon because
Yeah,
they would
Amazon.
have
Right.
Toys R Us products and people will get them cheaper on the undercut, which is what we were seeing with the 6 scale stuff now coming from the Hong
Mhm.
Kong sellers.
Right.
So it's a circle coming back full circle, but Sideshow's not letting that happen. They're standing their grounds with Hot Toys and making sure that the people here in the States get their stuff, so that
There
way
you go.
they don't fall back into what Toys R Us did. You
Doc
see.
Schmizzle, you right on point. I was getting there. Doc Schmizzle, you right on point.
Massive.
This management executive. That's true.
Yeah.
Because what it was doing, it was like
Wow.
it was executives making loans against the company and pocketing the money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
basically, they was out there putting the store's credit out there to get more money, which they was taking in for themselves and was not putting it back into the system. So it ended up imploded on itself.
Mm.
It was a whole big was it a Wall Street Journal article I read years ago about Toys R Us. It shouldn't have never went away.
Yeah.
It should never went away.
Yeah.
Especially now, say for instance, if they brought a toy store out now like that, it would kill the game.
Mm-hmm.
It would kill the game, especially all these what we call COVID babies now.
Now, we're sorry. I wanted to address.
Okay, no, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Single songwriter. I would say that's a double-edged sword right there, because parents would be on their phones more so than playing with their kids, because they're stuck on social media versus playing with their kids with their toys and stuff like that, showing them how to be creative and use their imagination and let them play out their fantasies on the figures, versus here's an iPad, don't touch my phone, I'm here watching this. You want to watch cartoons, watch it on the iPod instead of putting it on the TV in the background while they're playing with their toys. And the reason why I say that is because even in my Toys R Us, there's a gaming section. Only the teenagers were in the gaming section, and maybe going to preteen were in the gaming section because they wanted their Nintendos, they wanted their Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
they wanted their Ataris, they wanted to get those things because yes, it's the new thing, it's the arcade, it's just the other way of playing, but you had that on top of the toys, so they were always there. You would leave with bags of games and bags of toys. So it wasn't like they were separated, they were part of the same thing. The iPods, on the other hand, that came with the parents, because the parents had the iPod players. They would spend more time with this, like dead serious, like this is them on a daily.
Yeah.
And they forget everything else. To everyone else in the world, pay attention. Your peoples around you, this is their world in here.
Yep.
If they don't put this down for a minute, if they don't put this down for a minute to enjoy what's around you, such as
Right.
your collection, your family, the
know what?
nature, that's where it really is.
Right. And you know what's funny about that? Did Lou freeze? There you go. You know what's funny about that? That's the truth. And someone just put in the chat, like kids are more interested in, like, I think it was Mafia. It was that kids nowadays don't play outside with toys and all stuff. And then, you know, it's a sign of the times why that doesn't happen. They turn around and play with apps. But us as parents, because I'm pretty much a majority of us here are parents. We're with Lil Macho. He loves that phone, that iPad. And it was like, hey, it's almost like crack. If he don't do what he's supposed to do, hey, that goes away. But also, is sometimes I try and take those things away, and I shut off the internet. I'm like, okay, we want to have fun, and pull out a good old fashioned board game.
Yeah,
And he ends up loving it. But then too, for us coming up, and particularly when we come up in a certain generation where we see the transition from G.I. Joes and the Kenner Star Wars and where we at now, we should always reinforce that, hey, it was a time where all this stuff wasn't here.
exactly.
And you had to go back to the basics. And I always say to younger folks, and I see it all the time, me being in school and I interacting with younger people, and I ask them questions like, what would you do if that phone doesn't work? What would you do? Yeah, we start looking at it. I'm not trying to get on a serious thing, but we got things going on in other countries where, we're a step away from things affecting us in a real bad scale.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there looking at The Last of Us, which I love, is fucking amazing looking at, but I'm sitting back there thinking like, damn, is people really prepared for this? Yeah, not saying this can happen, but I'm talking about, what if Russia decides to set off an EMP? This is not an EMP.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's screwed.
Stone Age.
Everybody's screwed.
We're
Because
done.
I can honestly say, did anybody know how to make fire out of two sticks? I know I do, but then too, there's a certain generation that's there.
Because like when you talk about Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts and all that stuff, like when we had home ec and all that stuff in school, learning how to sew, learning how to cook, these were mandatory things. And I'm just, you're right. Like you can't just, if EMP, with no electricity, with no phone, you can't order an Uber. You know what I'm saying? You can't Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sitting there thinking off the top of my head, it's like, damn, if I need to make a generator, I already know the three major pieces off the top of my head to make it work.
Yeah,
like the Professor in Gilligan's Island. That's the thing that we kind of have gotten away from, because things move at such a fast pace. It is, and it's just, just seeing this, and we're talking about toys and where we at. I feel like I watch one of my favorite prepper shows. Yeah, but it's just like, on a real note, I'm just sitting at the thing like where kids today and young people, it's a lot more out there instead of this right here.
But they are so in tune to it. Like I'm gonna tell you, my daughter is not even one. No, she cries for the damn iPhone. I'm like, what are you doing? Like she'll be seeing with her toys and just be like, yoink. I'm like, what are you doing grabbing my phone? And here's the sad thing, knows how to use it.
Dude, I'm gonna send you an article from the National Institute of Health, where they was talking about children, talking about infants in the iPads and iPads and the iPhones, where they almost naturally can just jump on it and do it and turn around and do things. And it's kind of frightening in a way, but we also got to keep it, turn around and keep to keep the thoughts going. It's like, okay, this stuff came from somewhere, It's
practiced by what the parents practice. That's what it is. They're watching what we're doing on a regular basis. So if we're constantly getting, our fix, right, they're gonna do what we do. Now, if I'm constantly, like, let's say if I'm a mechanic and I'm constantly in the garage, my baby's gonna be in the garage with me, gonna see what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, I want to play with the stretch. No, you don't play with that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I will, when they grow up, I'll show them eventually. But it goes back to they don't know what they want till you show them something. Hi, Lumi.
Right.
They don't
Hey,
know
Lumi.
what they want till you introduce them to the item, or they constantly see it in your presence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, like I did innovation development, like for the so a museum called the Museum back years ago. It's closed down now. Indeed, well, that version of it is closed down. But we did some of the first touch screens, like even prior to Apple coming up with the iPod Touch and all that stuff. And the funny thing is, when they were using like touch screen sensitivities and doing this stuff, a lot of stuff is not, it's not really, wasn't even that new. It just wasn't, Apple just took it and perfected it. But a lot of those touches and a lot of those gestures, they kind of got for, it's like basic human stuff. It's like almost like basic baby stuff. So sometimes like babies growing up around it, like you said, it's easy for them to access and just come and do it because they naturally know how to do it. And I just think also it has it's another thing with man evolving. That's another
There you
thing.
go. Yeah.
Then,
The thing is,
it's like genetically imprinted is what I'm trying to say.
And you know what? And the thing is to bring this full circle. To me, that's the appeal of collecting Hot Toys because it has that old school feel.
It does.
It has an old school feel. We have some technology. We have some technology with it, but it's like it's like me grabbing that back in the day $6 Million Man, or that back in the day. Or that
Evil
back in the day set of Kiss figures, or there you go. It pulls back to that.
Yeah.
So
Evil Knievel dolls, man. Just
man,
rev them up. And that's before my time, but I actually played with one because it was my father's.
Oh, you know what? I was at a place I'd say about 5 years ago. Man had a stunt cycle with the crank and everything. You see my old ass on my bad knees getting on that concrete, just cranking that thing and cranking. And then he had the one that I had back in the day that had the damn sparks that came out the back.
Yes.
The sparks still work. I was sitting there looking at the dude turn around. It came up and did a jump. And I said, damn, it still does the same thing like when I was a kid. Then the guy was like, yeah. And I was looking at him and he was like, you want it, don't you? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He turned around and said, damn, $655.
Oh, we got a price? Yes.
Got a price, $655.
$655.
Okay, doable. Man. That's doable.
Send me to Vegas, baby. Send me to Vegas.
Yep.
That's doable.
See how we just jump right back into Hot Toys?
It all circles around.
It circles around because at the end of the day, we're talking about toys. It goes back to our childhood. We get a nostalgia kick out of it from our best memories growing up. And on top of that, our best memories of the mediums we consume now in physical format and have it there to play, display, and admire.
Absolutely. Well, guys, this has been a great show. Oh my God. Hour and 17 minutes in. I got to get my ass to work. But before we leave, guys, yes, hit that like button, and subscribe to everybody here on this panel. Absolutely. Second brother, what you got going on, bro? Once again, thank you for being here. I know it was short notice, both of you, completely short notice.
Yeah. I'm sitting up there, school, little macho, work. Then I'm restructuring old systems I got running around here. Make sure I'm taking all the data off them before retiring, because I got some computers are so damn old in here I can't even connect them to the internet. So no, if I connect to the internet, man, the hackers will be on top of that, all on that. So, basically doing this, maintaining this, seeing what new releases they have coming out. Making sure I don't get no more crank calls about tape measures and shit. So,
see, this is why I love Anthony, because he just, damn, Anthony, you sent me a super. I'm so sorry. I missed some of you guys' super chats. I'm so sorry. Let me jump on these real quick. Once again, 6 Mafia, what the hell are you doing up this early, bro? Thank you so much for the $2. He said, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yes.
Who remembers the song? Because I remember the song. I still know it.
I don't want to grow up. There was so many different versions.
Toys R Us kid.
You just said the magic word and look what you did. All that, man. Definitely.
It's the horse games and video games and people in it, all it is. Yeah.
Yup.
It's crazy.
Honey, if I did, I would be a Toys R Us kid.
Yes.
You know what? For all the collectors out there, when they go on the first date and you want to find out who your significant other is, go and sing that song inside the car and see her reaction. If she laughs and laughs like that's what I'm talking about, that's the one to be with. If she look at you like,
let it go.
Nah, she
ain't the right one.
She ain't the right one.
Brother, thank you. Also, before we leave, we gotta hit this FBJ. Sorry, I almost forgot. And once again, my Anthony, thank you so much for pulling my coat on that. Yeah, this guy pops in right when I'm trying to close. Damn it. And you know I can't say no to you.
Listen, brother. I just wanted to say what's up, man. I know you about to close out. I just want because I'm here working, busting my ass, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say what up to my brothers. You know, say
make
hi.
sure ain't no bodies hanging in there.
What you say?
Ain't no bodies hanging in there.
Ain't nobody taking it. No. They're in the yard. They're in the yard. That's what it is.
Oh, man, I see rafters, man. That's where they torture folks, man.
Yeah, like my last video.
you seeing a little renovation going on up here, bro, because we are renovating as well. So, but yeah, man, I just want to stop through and say what up, man, because say shout out to everybody out there, bro. It's just it's a tough day. It's a Friday, so you already know what it is.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So yeah, man, just coming in and say what's up to the community. I know some hot shit going on right now as far as these figures and stuff that's out there in the collecting community, as far as like what people are going to buy, what they aren't going to buy. That Iron Man, damn, bro, like
bro. Yeah, bro.
That's a centerpiece, you know it.
I have to get it because I actually have the Iron Man. You know what I mean? Like if you have the Mark I War Machine, you have to get it.
You have to get it, bro.
Yeah. I have to secure my War Machine today now. See?
I'm not getting the gantry though. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. That's fair enough. That's fair.
That's too much for me, man. Hell no. But that's hell no. But but that, you can't pass up on that because that's the one I was actually looking for.
Yeah.
So to see that there, man, I'm happy about that. But yeah, I just want to pop in for a second to say what up to y'all, man. Love y'all. Love this community, man. And let's just keep it moving forward, man. I'll talk to y'all later on. Figure Flex Friday. We have that tonight. And some interesting things coming up. Interesting interview next Friday. So I wanted to kind of let everybody know that. But yeah, man. I just want to stop too and say what's up, man. Say what's up to second brother, my man Michael Dyson. Always saying what up to Lou, saying what up to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's keep it moving, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
Before you leave, though, you gotta get us to FBJ.
What's up?
Top 3 Iron Man suits.
Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, top 3. That's easy. I'll start with my number 3, which of course is this version because I love this version. I'm the one that was just released. Mark V. And then right now for me, that classic Iron Man Origins. I love it.
Yes.
That's how much I love it, bro.
There you go.
I love that piece. It's classic. It's comic book classic. It's comic book accurate. So that's my top 3.
There you go, brother. Thank you so much for being there.
And I'm not getting that. I'm definitely not getting that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not getting.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Hold up.
Not.
We gonna all jump on this guy for this shit. Hold on. Anthony Cisco Mafia. You may be surprised to hear, but I'm getting this Mark 6 with the gantry. No, you ain't. Dude, MC, that's MCU. What's going on? What's good now? He's coming back.
Listen,
coming back to the MCU.
It's Hot Toys. They, like I told you, they said that we're not going to give you a chance. They're not going to give you a chance at all.
Let you go. They never will let you go.
At all. It's worse than child support. It's worse than child support.
Damn.
Too much. Not doing that. Anyway, let me get out of here. I got to get back to these clients, man. I'm going to talk to y'all later on.
Peace,
bro. Talk to you later, bro.
Right.
Definitely, dude. I'm surprised, but I mean, dude, Anthony, I can't. He's backstage. Oh, here he is. Dude.
Oh shit!
All right, bro.
I'm never letting you
We're in
leave.
overtime now, so speak your piece. Go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. I know oddly I'm awake, dude. I couldn't sleep for shit, dude. I was like, what the fuck is Jay doing? Here we go. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say hi. You know, listen, hello, everybody in YouTube land. Yeah, no, I'm getting that Mark 6, dude.
Woo.
It's too hard to resist, right?
Yeah, it's too iconic, and that gantry is so cool. And it's finally properly scaled, and
Yeah.
you know, I was looking at it all last night and kind of going through the details in my head. And ooh, $700 though, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's a lot.
expensive, bro. It's expensive. But that's where we're at. You know, that's where we're at with Hot Toys now.
And for the DeLorean and all that, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, well, I guess he's my one DeLorean for the year. For next year, because it just, well, I see how it would look with my Marvel stuff up top, and there's plenty of room for the gantry.
Yeah,
And
it would look good
having
up top there. Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm talking about, and having it
Yeah.
lit up like that, and then yeah, it looks pretty good, dude.
What do you think about the head sculpt?
It's a little weird looking. I'm not gonna lie. There's something kind of. He almost looks like a cartoon character, but it could also be the rolling eyes feature, right? Like I'm certain, like it looks like him, but does that make sense? Almost like a weird
Claymation.
story.
Because when I woke up, I was half asleep when I saw this. I woke up in the morning and I saw this, and I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, damn, it's a little animated came to mind. The word animated did come to mind. A little bit. I could see that. But it is growing on me. It looks good. I think it looks good. And I think right, it's going to soften.
It looks good. The only thing is, I don't think I'll ever use it.
Hey, fellas, sorry, I had to click off here because it's something I had to go take care of.
All right,
All right, fellas. It's been a nice chat, and for a real quick one, you're talking about the top Iron Man suits. For me, it's the Star Boost, the shotgun. I hope they bring those to diecast, and the Leo, the comic version, the classic suit.
version.
Bro, I just get here with the measuring tape and you leaving me?
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
really? It's just like that now? It's like that? I see. All right.
Hey,
all
look,
right,
man. Hey, look. Since you talk about the measure tape, I got to go out there and make some money because I already know that if I don't turn around and have my money, you gonna have the goons waiting on.
Yup. See,
I already know.
listen, just make sure you go Magnum and nothing else.
Yo.
Oh no, man! I gotta go 454 for this guy right here.
Y'all crazy.
All right,
Y'all
love
crazy.
all you
What's the
fellas,
point,
man. And you know, the
Yeah,
next
bro,
one,
me
we get
too,
around.
man.
Hey, Jay, hit me
Love
up
you,
because all of us need to plan something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For real.
For sure.
All right, y'all fellas, take it easy.
You
All
too,
right,
my
brother.
man. Easy, bro.
Definitely. Well, we in overtime right now, so I'm like, I'm just gonna have to hear it on the other end. But dude, I got y'all here. Let's go. I gotta definitely want to hear, especially Mario, because you just pulled out the Mark 6 on Shelfworthy last week.
That's not all I pulled out, bro.
I know, right?
That's what she said.
Oh, come on, man. It's fucking too early for this shit.
It's never too early, homie.
Never too early, man. It's
Oh,
never
I
too
gotta
early.
tee it up for him.
Man,
So.
listen. It's a Latino thing. It's never too early. You
No,
Yeah,
que no.
you got to stop
I
it.
guess,
Hispanic
yeah.
Latino. There you go.
That's right. That's
especially
right.
in the morning, right? When
No,
you're at your
look,
first
Jay,
day.
like I said before, man. I mean, yeah, it does kind of sting a little bit,
Yeah.
but the thing is they're giving us what they should have given us in the beginning with that gantry, bro. Because
Absolutely.
the thing is, it took a third party company to give us a gantry like that,
That's right.
you know. And now Hot Toys is like, oh well, let's take it a step further, you know. Let's give them more removable parts and everything. Let's take it more of a diorama, which is dope. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks dope. The head sculpt, I think the head sculpt was sick. It looks just like them, you know. I think they did an amazing job. And now here's the thing. I think in my case, I am considering it just because, like I told you before with my plans, I want to, you know, the Mark I's finally here, Hall of Armor complete, right? So now
All
I can
we
go
need
ahead and
is
put.
a Mark II and a Mark IV.
I've already got those, bro. But hang on.
There you go.
So I can go ahead and throw. I can complete the Hall of Armor, but at the same time, now I'm looking at expanding, and you know what? I could probably dedicate an entire shelf just to Iron Man by itself.
Yeah.
And no doubt this gantry will look hella sick with it. Now I'm hoping. Now I'm actually hoping that they'll reissue the Mark IV with the gantry. If they do that, I'll probably get that.
Wow.
So yeah.
Man, that's a lot of gantries. God damn.
That's a lot of, yeah. Hey man, I got hopefully height wise, I've got the room for it. That's what I gotta. That's where I gotta get the measuring tape, bro. Just gotta measure out the height. You know what I mean?
You sure
So-
it's just the height? You sure it's just the height?
Well, I got hey, I got plenty of width and length for you, bro. I just need to make sure about the height. All right.
Hey, you ain't saying nothing but a thing, baby. You ain't saying nothing but a thing. Let me
Yo,
hold up for
you know I'll stretch you out, homie.
Oh my god.
No.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I'll wear you out thin, homie. I'll wear you out thin.
Mario ain't playing, Lou. You getting ready to be stretched?
No. I'll wear him out thin. There you go.
Oh my
Fucking 8
god.
o'clock in the morning. Jesus.
Man,
Wear me
what?
out
Thank
thin,
you
you
for the
say?
$2 bomb, brother. And the prequel and Marvel Collector.
I know, man. Well, I have to get the Mark 6, dude. It just looks so much better.
No, you don't.
Mario,
No, you don't. No, you
you
don't.
should
No, you
just-
don't. No, you don't.
you
You don't
should-
need to get this.
You,
Why? Yo, you just got the comic accurate
I
one
know.
or whatever, right?
I know. And this one up.
And
here's
you're
what
like,
I'm gonna do.
oh, you're like, oh no, I don't collect
look,
FC no
shut the
anymore.
fuck
And
up.
no, I'm out, bro. No,
I'm not
bro.
collecting the lanes, bro. I'm not collecting the lanes, but hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Not that
What's
I
up,
have
Cal?
to fucking explain myself, but
Please
I
do.
have my comic Iron Man, and I'm gonna have my
Mhm.
comic War Machine, and then I'm gonna have the Mark I War Machine,
And
then
that's
the
all you
Mark
need, homie.
6 right here, and that'll look sick. Cause I got the space for this shit. It looks, it looks good. You should sell your Mark 6 while you still can.
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying. I
bro.
don't feel bad selling mine now. I was regretting that shit. And then last week I was like, damn it, I wish dude, I was so close to getting this yesterday. I almost bought it. Almost bought it yesterday. And something said, you know what? I'm a hold off, I'm gonna wait, and then I woke up
But-
to this shit. And
And let me throw this at you too, bro. They're actually giving us the gantry by itself. So do
They
I
are.
really need to sell the Mark 7? Probably not.
Well,
that's true.
okay, so here's the thing. So I looked at it last night. That's why I can't fucking sleep. Yours is 32.8 centimeters. It's 12.8 inches tall. This one is 12.5
This
inches
motherfucker pulling out
tall.
measurements, man.
Well, you talked about the ruler, bro. So let's talk. So, right, 12.8 is what your figure is. This new one's 12.5. So
Oh, so it
they
shrunk.
yeah, they mentioned that it's more proportionally
So
scaled.
mine's actually bigger, which is all right. Cool.
That's-
Thanks for confirming, bro.
I'm not confirming that that's bigger. I mean, we can have this discussion later. But as far as Iron Mans are concerned, yeah, it is, right? So it's supposed to be more proportion and properly in scale. It is dope that you
By
can
0.3 inches, dude. Really?
Yeah, well, I guess it's also the contours, right? When we talk about, here's the thing. When we talk, I'm not speaking on the behalf of the rest of the YouTube world, but with myself, and Mario, and Jay talk about this, we know that Hot Toys is always innovating. I know there are people out there that say contrary to that fact, but Hot Toys is always innovating. They always are, dude.
Can we
And
define what innovating actually means, bro?
Sure, let's do
Because
it.
I completely disagree.
Okay, go back. Let's since we're on the topic of Iron Man, look how much they have innovated and perfected their Iron Mans. As they keep
Mhm.
coming out, they're getting more and more intricate.
Yeah.
There's so much R&D just in Iron Man alone. And we're talking about Iron Man because the 2 dropped. So if you just look at Iron Mans, just Iron Man alone, dude, massive difference from when they started.
Very
Right?
true.
They've gone through
Very,
this
very true.
evolutionary track where they have now, if we're talking about other figures, sure, we're getting more and more as a standard. And I'm not saying they invented it, but we're getting almost seemingly a standard now of rolling eyes functions. We're
Yep.
getting these new silicone bodies that are, I know, TB League's been doing it forever and other companies, and even Hot Toys themselves is doing their own kind of seamless. But now they're they're treading into more of this different silicone based stuff, as we're seeing with some of these recent figures like Bane and Wonder Woman. There's just so much going on. If you remember in 2021, dude, their sculpted hair game went up tremendously, starting with Loki and Sylvie, and then moving forward. So, I mean, I'm just saying they are not stagnant.
This actually sounds more like fine tuning than innovation, bro. I mean, you want to innovate, you give me wireless, like wireless connectivity.
Okay.
Wireless light-up features, bro. Where you slap it on the base, the whole thing's gonna light up and animate.
Wireless connectivity is still difficult, and the reason I say this is because we're dealing with six scale figures. So let's say we're dealing with 12 inches. Here we go again with measurements, Mario. But so we're dealing with this large 12-inch object, okay? And the way, indeed, and the way the batteries work right now. Let's say you wanted to light up the head, right? And in order to light up the head, you're gonna have to go through a conduit through the base.
We're talking about Hot Toys, right?
Right, we're talking about Hot Toys right now. Or 6 scale in general. The issue is there's the tech's just not quite there yet to become an industry standard, right? So they would have to have relays in order to extend that wireless functionality. Take your iPhone or your cell phone, for example, that has the key wireless charging, right? You have to place it physically on the base, right? You can try to hover it, but it won't charge. So there's a lot of engineering in there. Now that I would say is innovation, but that's not Hot Toys. That's more of the industry right now.
And just to add on to that, think about the whole thing where we just have problems with them gluing shit down. So when you add that functionality into it, that's gonna, you talking about QC issues, you know?
Right, but what I'm saying is just in general, I still feel that they are an innovative company. Yes, they are doing quality of life stuff, improvements, right? As Mario is pointing out, absolutely true, right? Fine tuning, if you will. But they are still doing new things. They're expanding. Look at the fucking Mark V. Well, even that, but the Mark V suit up that was announced last year, the one that just came out.
Yeah. Oh, the one where they're still using old school clips instead of magnets.
But I would argue. But here's the thing, bro. Like, I would still argue that is an innovative piece in the collecting world. How it's half suiting up, right? Like they didn't have to try to do that. They didn't have to engineer that stuff.
It's an innovative concept.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Because I mean, keep in mind, man, like
exactly the concept.
But I don't understand your point of contention. Then are you because you collect Hot Toys?
No, so, bro, because my thing is that everything that I'm seeing, it's all refinement. There's nothing new to actually push the industry forward that hasn't been done before. If anything, it's just like what Apple does, right? Like you said earlier with the Qi charging. It's the same thing. What Apple's known to do is that they'll just take existing technology and they'll refine it. They'll make it work. They'll make it work for their platform, and that's all I see Hot Toys doing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that we should probably check ourselves when we use the word innovation, because that's not necessarily it, bro.
But so is it innovation? But it is innovation for them, though, right?
Well, for them, I see it as playing catch up, man. They're refining their craft, right? They did put a lot of R&D. You guys, I'm totally giving that to you, bro. Yeah. With these Iron Man, they've refined them, from top to bottom. They put a hell of engineering, into these pieces to how much they can articulate.
So basically, you're saying a language check. You're saying a language check. It's like we're using
kind of like Rails,
explain the same thing.
Kind of like the word Rails, right?
I see what you're saying. So let me.
That's all it is, bro.
I can agree to that.
Let me throw a stone in the pond here, real quick. Then,
turtle.
And let's bring up no really.
You can't see with your blue screen, Lou, or your green screen.
Let's bring up InArts. And what I mean by that is because you hear other people saying, "Oh, InArts is innovating." See, I disagree. So I'm there with Mario in that respect. I don't think there's innovation. It's shit we've already seen, right?
Yeah, we've seen rooted hair. We've seen tailoring.
Any of us older collectors. I mean, hell, dude, let me bust out some of my World War II figures.
There you go.
Ooh.
I already have die-cast weapons and bullets and
magnetic bases.
Yeah, so it's like I wouldn't say they're innovating. They just have a higher quality. Into the well? Right, but you see what I'm saying? I think their quality, well, supposedly I don't have a figure in hand yet, but the quality of the fabrics and soft goods seem better, right?
So what would I say?
Versus
What would be a big innovation for 1/6 scale?
Seamless bodies with movable necks, movable joints, completely seamless. We've seen that before done in a custom game. I saw an Al Pacino like that with a
Oh
with
yeah.
a seamless
With
neck,
the
and it
fingers,
completely
the-
articulates.
Dude, you're
that was
right. And
Yes.
that was sick.
That's
The
innovative,
fingers
bro.
were even articulated. And
Right.
honestly, that's what I thought we were going to be getting from InArt at that time. You're right. I forgot. That was about a year ago I saw that.
Yeah, when we have completely seamless arms where everything can articulate, down to the fingers,
yeah.
all
I would
seamless,
say
mind you.
finger
That's
articulation. is-
Basically,
yeah.
take
That's
Westworld
innovative.
into a 6-scale game. Take
Right.
Westworld into a
Right.
6-scale game. I get
right,
you.
exactly.
that
That's innovative.
that Al Pacino Viper worked on too. Just
Yeah, man.
Because he sure enough did. Because when we were talking, when the whole InArts conversation started, I remember seeing that figure and I was like, holy shit, that's what we're going to be getting. And and sadly it looks like, for at least with the releases that they've shown, we're not. Yeah, that's crazy. But before we continue, I want to give a shout out to a couple people that are here. Cam's Collection, what's up with you? What's good with you? Definitely. We got Dan and Dre, 6-scale reviews. What's up with y'all? And we got a $5 super chat from Hoff's Hometown Hero. Thank you so much. He said Mafia is correct. I can verify. Look how hot toys. Look how hot your phone gets when you charge it. The plastic would melt. Could be a thing. Could be a thing if they did. I don't know.
But therein lies Mario's point, though, is that would be true innovation. How do we do this? With regulating the heat dispersal, things of that nature. Is that Hot Toys thing, or is that going to be more of the wireless battery engineers out there? And then
what I
they
can
would just
tell you.
adopt.
I'm sorry. Where I can tell you that where they have innovated is the purse system, the whole eyeball rolling. No one's ever done that, dude. As far as I know, in the 6-scale game, there may be some that done that before Hot Toys, but
yeah, they were the first, I believe.
They could be one. I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they were one of the first to actually do that.
Yeah, I believe they were the first to actually do that for 6-scale figures. I think Asmus followed suit afterwards. So, but I know for Eye Movement, Reveltech has done something, but that's like the smaller scale stuff. They messed with it and it was very finicky. You have to take a pick and take the faceplate off and roll the eyes. The problem with that is you have to take the pick, put it in, and then turn the head towards you, and it'll be very tiny. But then again, we're talking 6-scale, so the 6-scale is more like, okay, the stick is already there, so you just need to look at it and adjust.
If we're talking 6-scale, you guys have to correct me because I've got third parties. I have Blitzway. I've got fucking Interbay. I don't think I have rolling eyes in anything other than Hot Toys.
Yeah, I think it's all hot. Now, what I will say, and Lou, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. Now, I know NECA did, even with the Token and Razor set, they have feature articulation with the eyebrows being raised on Token and stuff like that. Yeah. I've never seen that on anything but like a NECA figure. I haven't seen.
That's the only NECA figure that has that expressive features for the eyebrows, and that's because that specific character was very expressive through his eyebrows. So it kind of does that. But that's that version of innovation. Like they're showing you how to articulate facial feature from aggressive to playful and goofy. That's innovative because pretty much all their sculpts is just straight up. They didn't have no rolling eye system or anything like that.
King of Wakanda, that's funny, bro. Innovation, small soldiers make it happen.
Agree.
Fucking like Indian in the Cupboard movie.
Right.
Oh, dude.
There you go.
Yeah. I remember that, putting RoboCop inside. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's real innovation right there.
Absolutely, guys. Shoot.
So real quick,
they're getting there though.
Yeah, they're getting
there.
they're
definitely on the right track.
Yeah, sorry.
It would be nice. It'd be nice to see something where we could actually say they actually innovated on something. So if anything, guys, let's just check ourselves on the terminology that we use.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I think
Oh,
I
that
think
makes sense. I think that makes sense.
That's good because I think every once in a while in the community we do need to get checked as far as if we're misusing, mispronouncing, or miscategorizing certain things. That way, we can have an overall scope of what we're trying to translate from
Well, let me ask you
No.
this then.
thought
real
to
quick.
words.
Would you say that this new gantry is innovation compared to the first gantry, or would you say, what would you call it?
It's USB powered. It's more of, see, it's new. It's different. It hasn't been made by Hot Toys yet, so it's still new. It's not.
But it was
something
done
that
by a third party, bro.
It was
The exact same thing.
if it's done by a third party and this is USB powered, it's fine tuning.
Exactly.
So you would say no innovation was involved in creating this new gantry.
No.
Innovation, no. I think it's more
No,
fine tuning.
it's fine-tuning, bro.
It's changing a battery source to a wire source. Not real much innovation from it. It's just changing from portable to
Well, we would say needed refinement.
They're taking an existing concept and refining it, to a Hot Toys level expectations.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I wouldn't say there's innovation there. I think
it's fine tuning.
You're saying is it's just some people will say the word to try to say that it's upgraded, almost synonymously with that.
I mean, it's just like how we loosely, throw around the term grails, and the term grail can be so subjective. Okay, all right,
You know what?
all right,
That was
I saw that.
That was what you call a mistake, guys. That was supposed to be a private chat.
Guys, I got a wrap soon.
All right.
Yeah, that's another
let's
person.
go.
You're supposed to put that in the private chat.
Well, 80 people in the chat, man. Jake's got a rap, so make sure you.
I got a
like
rap. I got a rap soon. So stay tuned for me rapping. But no. I give it 10 more. We could go for about 10 more minutes here because I do got to get back to work. But
right.
no, I think you guys brought up a real good point on that, Mario. I think you kind of nailed it on the head with that. These are more of, I still think they're innovations for Hot Toys. Can I say that? I think I could say that is innovation for them. But these are, I do feel you when you say it's them playing catch up. It is more of them playing catch up because other people have done it.
Because when I hear innovation, that's usually like a term that's used for industry wide.
Yeah,
something you're pushing the game. You're pushing the game forward that no one has ever done before. That's innovative.
And that's what I was referring to with like the wireless, right? Like once it becomes an industry standard, that's the reason why things become industry standards is because they're innovative designs. They change the game.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Because like being battery powered versus USB powered, it's still portable, but it's not like on a hub where in this specific box. And I think Denobi has this. It's a black back wall and a black bottom top, and you have these wireless lights that lights up when it goes into this specific field in the box. So as soon as you put the LED
Your
in,
background is tripping me out, bro.
I'm sorry, it's going to trip you out.
Stop moving your arm, homie. Breaking the illusion.
Go ahead. Here you go. It's the Matrix. It's all in the Go ahead. See, stop messing with those psychedelics, bro.
Let me just also add. Have you guys seen what I think it was Kids Logics or something like that? What they've done with their some of the Iron Man figures,
the floating Iron Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they were to something to do that, like in 6 scale, bro, whether you could take away the flight stand and just somehow figure out a way, like using magnets, so that you can have yourself like a flying pose, without the aid of a flight stand. That'd be sick.
But see, then you're talking about electromagnetism at that point, and that will interrupt the tech that's in your place, in the sense if it's big enough. Because you remember, you're talking about something that's about this big, this tiny, and it's levitating, and the base is bigger than the figure itself, and it's causing that specific centerpiece to float and levitate.
We've done that before, right? Like you've seen We've been doing that shit since the '80s, bro. Like sharper image
Mhm.
stuff. Like
That's right. Yep.
Mm.
where
Sharper
you got
image,
like
brick,
magnets in the center,
brickstone,
and they'd be
all
like
that.
floating independently, and
Yeah.
Yeah, but putting it in tech form where you turn it on and off via switch. So you're talking about electromagnetism versus just two magnets. You know, it's like, okay, if you turn it on with a switch, you know, that's the innovation part. You turn it on and off via switch versus it's a high power magnet that you put it there, and then you put something there that doesn't shoot through the roof, because then it becomes a hazard.
Right.
So, you know, you're
What
talking about
about-
polarities and shit.
what about the DeLorean Mark II?
What about it?
Is there anything innovative there?
Innovative?
I would
No,
say
that's
not
refining.
necessarily-
That's refining. That's
not-
refining.
That's refining because I really can't. I mean, the lights, we've seen lights before. We've seen even the way the wheels, you know, even the way the wheels pull out and all that stuff. We've had, you know, DeLorean toys that did that. And
We have-
actually,
We have Transformers. We have Transformers. That's neither here or there. We have Transformers as kids.
Bro.
We have, you know,
yeah.
like cars that turn into robots. So you know, that's innovation. That's taking a vehicle
Yeah.
and compacting it,
Especially the
something like
Transformers nowadays, since they're so
Oh.
complex, you can't even change that shit without a freaking instruction manual, bro.
dude. You see
That's-
those third parties? Those third parties
Yeah.
are ridiculous. That got, like, you know, the Bumblebee films and stuff like that. Like, they look like they from the film, and they convert into the vehicle, and it's so many moving parts. That's the
Mhm.
innovation. If you want to talk about innovation, look at Transformers. You
Yeah.
know,
I
but-
think they're
but
doing
real
something
quick,
special, I think.
I wanted to go back to FBJ's super chat earlier, because he was asking about the panelists' 3 favorite Iron Man suits, right? He said Iron Man suits, not necessarily hot toys. So for me,
Mm.
it's going stealth suit Iron Man. Particularly if I was going to get anything, it would be that comic book version that was the Sideshow exclusive. If we're going to go figure, it's that. The second is the modular suit, right? And the number 1 for me is Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster's always been my number 1.
Ooh.
So, you know,
All
whether
right.
it's from the comic or from the film, Hulkbuster's always going to be my favorite and my number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What's you, Mario? What's yours?
When it comes to hot toys, I mean, I'm just gonna shoot MCU. I would say probably number 3 would be the Midas. I love that gold, man. How that pops. That's freaking dope. I can't wait to get that in, actually. The second, well, probably this one, the Mark 6. I've always really loved this suit. And my number 1 is probably the Mark 46.
Mm.
There
I
you
love
go.
that damn suit.
There you go. Anthony, what's your top 3?
I don't know. Comic 1, Comic War Machine, Comic Stealth Suit.
Not the Mark 6?
No, I know those aren't out yet, but I know the Mark 6 pretty dope too.
I mean, it's not out yet. I got the Mark 6. What are you talking about?
This newer one.
It's the same. Oh, it's actually shorter.
not
Yeah, you're right.
shorter.
Mine's bigger.
The layup.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you.
All right. So for mine, I would say for number 1, Mark 7. I love the Mark 7. Love that.
Yeah.
Going to the suit he had in the Ultimates comics, that suit,
Yes.
which is kind of like the Mark 40. That's kind of like
Seven.
the Mark 47.
It's the color scheme of the Mark 47.
Yep. So yeah, that one. And shit, what would be my? And I'm probably going to say the Mark 80. And going back to the MCU, probably the Mark 80, the Mark 80, the Mark 85, because that was like
Yeah.
kind of faithful to the traditional Iron Man suit. But yeah, that the comic concept one that they Hot Toys recently released, that's growing on me too, guys. That's really growing on me.
Yeah,
That
it's growing on me, but I'm still trying to, like, if I could find a way to paint those plastic pieces, right? That would be the ultimate kicker. Like, I have a true Iron Man that I see, because honestly, the diamond stuff that they had in the comics, you're not gonna see that, and they try to translate into figure form, and you know, having a mix of plastic and die cast, and knowing that you have something waiting, then you see the plastic, and it kind of like, it looks kind of hollow and empty. It irritates me. It's just something that I can't see past. But
Yep.
They did do better with the stealth suit, and I think that's why it sold out faster because it looks cohesive.
Oh, it looks good. No, it definitely looks good, guys. Shoot. Well, damn. This has been a great show, guys. This was like best of this was shit. This was we might as
Let's
well
do it again sometime, man. This was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, this is best of the best. This is the best morning session.
Morning session.
No,
and there's
no,
the and there's the
it's
and
too
there
damn early.
Aw.
But I, I'm up, so I had to jump in.
There we go. Now you don't see nobody.
Yep. It was
There you
good to have you guys here. Everybody, what you guys got going on? You might as well shout it out before we leave. Mario, what you got coming up?
Oh shit. Well, tomorrow, I believe we're all getting together on Ant's channel. We're gonna do that. Sunday, I think I'll be on Will, hanging out with them over there. Saturday night. Got a shit face unboxing with my man Pain Collectibles. Y'all go check out my man over there. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah, we're gonna be unboxing the Anakin on Stap. We see my guy Chasing out there. I don't know if you're watching, bro, but we got these statue collectors getting into Hot Toys now, man. So I'm here for it. I'm here to help enable, and I'm also here to help enable any 6-scale collectors that wanted to get into statues. So yeah,
Okay,
man. I'm
devil's
going both
advocate.
ways. I'm going both ways
devil's
on the,
advocate.
That's right. Hey, that's right. But man, no, this was fun, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Awesome.
Today, bro.
Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Anthony, what you got? I know you got something big coming up tomorrow. What's going on?
Something big tomorrow. Jeez, put the fucking pressure on me.
Got something big for you.
Well, Jesus, Mario's got. Is there something you want to tell us, bro?
I love you guys. That's all.
I like the way your body glistens.
Nah, man, why you gotta take something sweet and turn it into? All right. Anyway,
Is
what
that
do I
baby
got?
oil? Is that baby oil?
Well, nah, man, shit, you fucked me up. Let me get it. I'm all looking around my room for baby oil and shit right now.
Ooh.
I know, right? So, tomorrow, man, good show tomorrow. And
I gotta turn on this fan. Hold up.
oh, shit, Mario's getting all
shit.
heated.
Look, hot and heavy
Ooh,
right now.
y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Fan is on now.
Shit. No, we got our show tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's funny. I thought about doing something this morning. One of my morning shows, but I was too damn tired. Yet here I am. So, but no. So I'm probably not gonna do anything today. Actually, I'm gonna work on some more photos, man. I'm happy I got my camera back.
Nice.
Yeah. That was really shitty. I felt naked without it, man. No, calm down, Mario. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah?
I'm so used to,
Dude, why you gotta set me up, man?
I know. I'm just so used to having my camera all the time and doing stuff. So it felt very
Yeah.
like a piece of me was missing. So I got that to look forward to, taking some photos and whatnots, and then tomorrow
baby
night
oil?
stream and the baby oil.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
it, bro. You know how we do. Baby oil and cameras, bro, with Mario.
You can't
new
go wrong
show.
right there, dude. I will, give me
That's
a few
the new
hours,
show,
I
but
will
that's
be
for
right
members
there.
only. You got to be a member to watch that.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's the Mafia exclusive right there.
That's the OnlyFans at Mafia.
That's for members only, right?
Yep.
Members only.
Among other cool stuff too, guys. But,
Yeah, including feet pics.
Baby oil.
Damn
Oh.
sneak pics. Ugh.
yeah, dude, I get that shea butter and I use the pumice stone. I clear
Oh.
off all the calluses. I smooth it up. I put on my key light and I get a nice macro lens here and I do some real nice foot shots, bro.
Yeah. You trim the hairs, bro? Or you just go all natural and just like
No,
let
I
it
gotta
go
go
out?
all natural because there's too
Straight
many
up bush
people
all over the
these
toes
days.
and everything.
Dude, we need to bring back Bush, bro. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
we gotta be all natural.
Yeah.
Bring
I
back
got you, man.
Yeah. Just bring back Bush. I'm fucking
Hashtag make Bush
Bring
great
back,
again.
yeah,
Oh,
hashtag
good.
bring back
Bring
Bush,
back Bush.
but not
Oh,
the
God.
presidents.
I'm dead. Oh god.
All
Lou,
right.
what you got going on, Lou?
All right, you got 1 minute. All right, short and sweet. Half show Saturday tomorrow. Me, brother
sir.
Cousins, and we will be talking about this bad boy right here. Okay, Leatherhead. I don't know. I think this is messing me up. You can't see
The
me.
hell?
Can't see nothing. Can't see
What
nothing.
the hell's going on, man?
Can't. Why you like? It's
Dude,
it's the
turn
green.
your shit off, bro. Turn the shit off, man. It obviously ain't working.
I
Turn
know.
it off,
it's
man.
working. Let's
Well,
do
turn
it.
it
Let's do
off.
it. I'm
Why
doing it. There you
There we
go.
go.
See?
There we go. All
Take it
right.
out.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. All right. My
So,
man.
we got this
There
guy.
we
We're
go.
gonna be showing him off. Okay, this is the not Leatherhead, Killer Crocker. You know, this Croc Hunter. We're gonna be showing this guy off. We're gonna be talking about the first issue of Last Ronin: The Lost Years. We're gonna talk about the new 4 turtles and their personalities and how they differ thus far, and we're gonna talk about the continuation and the history of Turtles and what we could look forward to.
All right. Sounds amazing. Definitely. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. My ass is dead over here. Y'all know where to find me. And guys, like that, we are out. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Peace. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button and subscribe. Everybody here.
Don't forget the baby oil.
And before we leave, we gotta get Mario and Loco Lou to 1,000. So please hit that like button, subscribe, please. Get these guys to 1,000. Great content coming from both of these gentlemen. We need them to hit 1,000. Mario is damn near there. Lou got a little bit ways to go, but Lou is damn near there his self too. So please subscribe.
What the hell was that sentence?
Listen. I'm gonna have to pull a mafia and start putting my Schnitzel grease on the figures and be like, "This is how you put the grease on."
You do.
Ooh.
No, I just
Let's see you apply the 303, bro.
Work. Hold up. Let me get the wipes. Hold up.
Oh my
Ooh, wipes.
Hold up. It's a little
Look,
squirt
I'm
action.
telling you, listen. If we are in 2023, we're in a very strange world that doesn't really still make sense to me yet. I'm still trying to figure out this world we live in, where we didn't have this type of stuff back in the day. There's always been freaks, sure. They just stayed in the shadows. But now there's something for everybody out there. So if Lou wants to fucking shiatsu grease his fingers with a sultry voice as a paid fucking subscription, I believe there's gonna be motherfuckers out there that are gonna pay for that shit.
They will probably pay, dude. You probably tapping into something that
Bro, you get to 1,000 subs on that channel before your YouTube channel, homie.
bullshit.
I'm done. Yo, you know what? Grease that.
And that's the title of the show. Grease that shit.
Grease that.
Grease that
All
shit.
right? People are gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, let me pay more. You never know.
You know
People
what?
out
That's
there,
gonna be
bro.
the new show. I'm gonna
There's
do
people
a
out
morning
there.
show.
There's something for everybody.
You're gonna put together a panel like for us too, so we can all come and hang out and
Oh, listen.
get all greased up together.
Listen, it's gonna be one hell of a show. It's just as long as someone doesn't say KY, I'm good.
See, you got Christopher Northfleet in the chat. Let that freak flag fly.
There you go.
Free the bush. All right.
Oh my god.
Nerds, man.
Free the bush.
Who's got bush?
Free the
All right.
Yo.
Free the bush.
I think all of us have enough.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
you don't need to be looking like a fucking kid. Free the bush.
Free the bush. Ladies and gentlemen, free the bush. And we are out. Oh my god.